tribal council was really intense just now. It was our first merge tribal council, so it was pretty scattered leading up to it.
No, I think
You mean the vote on you?
not a lot.
In general. Well, Justin, I told Justin that Andy didn't play his idol, but he did. He played at the last tribal. He thought the vote was on him.
Wait, what? We kept it quiet that I had played my idol last time, and that really worked out because, knowledge is power, and thankfully we had the knowledge, therefore we had the power, and I was able to give us the result that we wanted. So, I mean, that does expose me as anyone who I told that I still did have the idol. That's probably going to create a little bit of friction.
Yeah, so him playing it at the last tribal actually prevented Justin from getting the idol.
Right.
So, how did that become a good play? How did a misplayed idol become a good play?
But, like,
That's awesome.
but where did your 3 votes come from?
I assume the three greens,
And Will's?
but I don't know where your vote comes from.
Right.
The one perplexing thing is I don't have any idea where the will vote came from. It feels to me like there was a hanky vote in case something off what happened. I don't know. Nobody's owned up to it, to me at least yet. So I'll have to keep my ear to the ground on that one.
I'm thinking it was Mike.
I threw the wonky vote on Will, and I really did it because I figured everyone was voting for Justin. And if he played a token or played something crazy, Will would go home, and Delaney would have to work with me, and the Greens would have to work with me, and my original tribe would have to work with me. And I think I'm the center of this game.
Hey, can I just tell you guys what happened?
I would love to know,
Yeah.
honestly.
So last second he was like, this is what I have, and we just tried to save him. So he said this is what I'm voting, so
Okay.
I apologize.
Sure.
But I voted for you. It was kind of last second, we just voted for him, and he was like, don't do it again. And I'd love at least one jury vote if I got to the end. So that last second, me and Marilyn were like, he had our backs, we feel bad, he has this, could be cool.
Yeah,
But
appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank
sorry. Justin played the knowledge is power advantage that I found. I did a very good job covering up that it was me, and I can't say I'm mad that it wasn't me that failed, because that is probably who I would have asked the idol from. But I'm very sad Justin's gone. I've just been kind of like this advantage mule to him, to be honest. I've been having him play stuff so that it doesn't fall on my back, and I think I've done a pretty good job. Nobody knows that I've done anything except for the people who are on the jury, and that is my goal right now.
So you 3 voted for Jess. I don't know.
I think the vote for Will was for me.
Yeah, I don't know where your vote came from. I was like, oh shit, something else happening? I was like, damn.
Burn.
Where did all this come from?
God, that was stressful.
You're telling me.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't love it. I don't love being voted for. But Matt did come up to me after the tribal and explain his position on it, and he did seem genuine. And I do believe that Justin would go after me. So I think he's being honest, and while I don't love it, I hope it doesn't continue. I love that Andy inadvertently saved me with using his idol last tribal.
Yeah, it's always, once you see your name once, it's like adrenaline rush.
Tribal council alone is an adrenaline rush.
I know.
Well, so
and then
I want to, I
rants,
guess,
though.
maybe the others of us should be clearing the air too. Like,
Oh, yeah,
I didn't see the game as
Yeah.
green versus gray.
So the last vote, I feel kind of responsible for it. I'm kind of excited about it because this is a move, right? So I made it a point to kind of let people think that I was on the outs of my tribe so that they would give me more information, and it seems like it worked. And Justin used the information that I gave him about Andy's idol to play the knowledge is power, which didn't work because Andy didn't have an idol. So I kind of feel like I might have pulled that off without actually voting for Justin because I voted for Will. So
How are you with Mike?
Mike sketches me out right now.
I agree.
After all of that, dude, did you see his face during that time? I felt like he was scheming the entire time. So that put me a bit uneasy. But
Do you think he voted for you?
again, it doesn't really make a ton of sense. Like,
that move does not make sense. So stop thinking that.
Okay. It's possible.
Yeah.
But it's just as possible that Jess doesn't. I don't think Jess has the reason to do that because Mike actually could be the kind of person to be like, I'm gonna throw a random vote.
Yeah.
I don't see Jess doing that.
So voting for Will has completely created paranoia in his head. And I'm living for it because I've never played a villain and I feel like I'm playing the villain role in this game and I'm kind of excited for it.
I'm just confused, you know? I'm not stressed, but like...
I mean, I have your back going forward.
I know, and so this is what I'm trying to figure out. If Justin came to you, was it like literally last...
It was in the line.
Of course. Okay, I was supposed to say like, I want it in!
Yeah,
you know,
I know. And I was like, why'd you just tell me this? Because we could have like...
We could have...
I know.
So annoying.
I know.
So annoying.
My chats, I'll tell you that. I felt good about Dan.
Yeah, I had actually a better than expected conversation with
Dan told me that the first round of the game is over and the second round of the game is starting. And he said that we had a chat about Beverly, Mass, which is where he's from. Mm-hmm. And he said that he would like love to chat more. So from my point of view, that might be someone that I could reach out to and see maybe if you'd want to work together.
I basically told them I was a semi-free agent.
Yeah.
I've been leveraging the whole confusing decision for the reward to make it seem like me and Delaney aren't super close.
Smart.
To build some sort of distance.
Very smart, yeah.
My biggest hope for a flip is Andy, because I was told that Andy played his idol because he thought he was on the outs. So he played an unnecessary idol for himself. He also told me that he still had the idol. Because I asked him, I got shocking on with him when we got back together. And said, yeah, I still got the idol. So he lied to me about that.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I could have found that out really easily because they were all like...
So Andy's who you're suggesting and you know he lied to you?
No, I'm not suggesting Andy. I'm just like confused because I thought like he was telling me like, so I heard that he was like on the outs.
Okay.
So he potentially could be a person we could get to flip to vote for him.
Yeah. He seemed pretty involved from my point of view today.
Right.
Unfortunately, the knowledge is power didn't work because Andy didn't have the idol either on him or at all. He might have already used it. I don't know. The original tribe is keeping a lot of secrets from us. And I'm just kind of walking around trying to be a dumbass and have people not think I'm a threat, so...
How's it going, man? Hold on, let me grab my sleeping bag. I'm a weirdo. I don't like sitting on the ground.
You're so valid. My pants got so muddy last night that now I just don't even care.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm a little stressed just because literally a couple people were like, oh, vote Justin. I was like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Right before he was like, I have this. And okay, so...
No, seriously. Oh, like, hey, I think
It was funny because I was like, are you sure that you like know what you're doing with that? And he was like, yeah. Okay.
It was, just luck. Right?
Yeah. Hey.
I wish I could say it was my genius master plan, but...
I wish he could. I'm sure he wishes he could say it was his genius master plan too, because it doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. This is my first game, and so I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm happy to be here.
Same, right? Like, look how far we've gotten.
How are you guys doing?
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did the heartbeat rise?
Yeah, of course it did.
Yeah.
I mean, my heartbeat's already up there for any tribal council anyway.
I know. I felt bad because I was like, she's probably so stressed
And
right
then
now, and I'm like, there's only 3 votes. I'm like, there's not more than that. You're good.
I expected it. I expected 1. And I knew he could probably sway others, but.
I know, and that's the thing. I was like, I literally because
he threw out her name.
Yeah, so he threw out your name and Dan's, and that was just the people he didn't have like a bunch of one-on-one time with.
Yeah.
So I was like,
yeah.
I mean, I was like,
and when we spoke, we like didn't speak game at all, so I'm sure he didn't like feel.
Yeah. And then I was, and I was like, I mean, and he was like, Jess. So okay.
Oh.
Like that was I mean, immediately when I saw your name, I was like, oh, are we still picking off girls? Like, is that the theme all of a sudden?
I'm non-binary, so I promise I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no, I just thought it was a weird selection. I was actually shocked it wasn't me.
We didn't talk about your name when we spoke.
I was the one that came out, but Andy still had his idol. I was the one that directly
That's
to him
awesome.
and told it.
Because I literally was like, do you
I
know what
had
you're
no
doing with
idea
this?
he had that.
I know. I was like, do you know what you're doing with this? And he's like, yeah. I was like, okay.
I had no idea what I was doing. I just told him he still had the idol. That was it. That's all I said to him.
And he was immediately like, got it. That's so funny. I don't even know where you fucking find that shit because he had the idol and this.
We're at 8 and people see me and Mary Ellen as a block of 2 votes. And that can, I mean, if you only need 5 votes, that's 40% of them, so.
Yeah, I don't really know what to do here, very honestly. That's why last round happened the way it did too. So I would love to like,
I got you.
I don't know, work with people. Like I don't even know. Yeah. Hey.
Hello.
On board.
When am I on board?
We're just chatting about, cause we were just saying more about kind of like what Justin was saying and stuff because we were saying that because he had the idol in the last round too, and then he had this too, and I was like, who the fuck are you? I'm like, is it straight up in the woods? Like, where the fuck are we gonna go?
How is there an advantage coming out every like, oh my god. That's crazy.
A lot of fireworks.
Yeah. Well, I feel like, can they stop?
Having the knowledge that you have an idol out there kind of makes people wary of voting for you sometimes. It's like a blessing and a curse, right? It puts a target on your back, but also it can give you like a little bit of, well, we have to work harder to get that person out. Unfortunately, I don't have that anymore. And I think that, I'm not so worried about the target. The target's already there. I assume they will be coming for me eventually, but yeah, I just got to keep my little love bug friend here, and everything will be okay.
All right, Andy, I'll take back the immunity idol. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, for our next challenge, you will be assigned, or you'll get to pick a spot based on your number, and you'll put the ball in the circle frame and spin it to keep the ball rotating inside the frame. Last person to drop wins immunity. All right, let's drop for spots. And if the ball's not going around in a circle, or you drop after I say go, then you're out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Mary Ellen and Dan are out right from the start. Everybody else is in it. Mike is out. Will's going really fast. Will is out with no chance at immunity. Andy is out with no shot at immunity. We've now been going for about 1 minute. And it's Delaney and Jess. And Jess wins individual immunity. Good job, Jess. You got just about 2 minutes, Jess.
Nice job. That was hard. It went 15 seconds.
I couldn't even
But
get
I got
started.
it.
All right, Jess, come and get individual immunity. You're welcome. I'm shorter than all of you, apparently. There you go.
Good job. Looks good.
All right, and I will see you at Tribal Council.
Congrats. That's awesome. Want to sit by the thing you want? I don't really know what to say, but I don't really know what to do either. So,
So I think it should be towards either Will or Andy. I feel like people would gun for them.
okay.
I feel like, do you have a rapport with Will?
I mean, I lived on a tribe with him, and I didn't with Andy. But we also, like, I don't know. I, like, haven't had the deepest chats. I know he was excited to work with me.
Yeah.
And that is something I like. But I also don't know if that's somebody I'd be like, oh yeah, we're like best.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel. And I haven't met Andy yet, but that's also not really a problem in my eyes.
Yeah.
So.
I think we should just mark it to 6. I think that, the whole argument that the jury won't respect it. We all did it. There's no separation there.
So the solution to that is to keep doing it?
I think so.
Okay.
What do you think?
Oh, I'm trying to figure out.
I want to vote for it.
I'm just trying to think. Because then we go down to 6. Then it's me, you, and Delaney. Then what do we do?
I think we'll do it.
No, I didn't know. I'm pretty sure it was breakfast people. I'm not sure.
Justin Delaney?
Yeah, I've seen them interact.
Well, you might as well wait.
Wanna yours right?
Yeah.
Well, okay, well first off, which one do you want to take out?
Chairs, eh? Oh, good.
The two, the outside two.
I don't. It doesn't matter.
Andy just had the most bullcrap conversation with me. Awful. I know how he's been talking to me like the whole game is so genuine, and that was like the most like bullcrap conversation ever. So that's really disappointing.
So I'm thinking William's a pretty big threat. From what William and Delaney are saying, Mike's a pretty big threat. So I'm thinking I would probably go after one of them.
Probably my next target is Mike.
I want to take out Mike this round.
Okay.
Yeah. I just don't think I can't keep doing the same thing over and over.
Okay. I don't even know him, so I'm like, So who do you think would go in on? I know Matt probably would.
Matt's been like.
And you've talked to him?
I haven't said the name yet, but like I've been like, we'll chat, like just to like, get some momentum.
Okay.
So he knows that to expect something. But, and we're at Final 8, and Final 8 is my like. I've only played one live game before, and I got idled out at 8. So if I can get past this vote, I actually will be very satisfied with my game. So, that's the goal. I need to get past this next vote, and I will feel proud of the game I played here in Maine.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling all right, but we don't have a super tough time.
Right.
How's it? Andy could beat us in so many challenges. That's true. He could go on such a run. We got lucky with this one, but there's ones that he could just shut us down. That's true. And a flip's gonna happen. We might as well get it big. Can I tell you something? Yeah. I also want to flip this round. I was thinking
He's kind of like the most outspoken person on the tribe. He comes across very abrasive, and he'll take moments in front of everybody to sort of call somebody out, or try to put things out in the open and be a little too defensive. And I think there's a couple reasons that's bad is because A, if I'm associated with him, I'll get dragged down. B, like, the more you try to drag things out in the open and call people out and, like, make it clear as hell that they're the targets, like, the more possibility there is for just random shit to happen. And that's just a liability in the game. At some point, like, you have to cut that type of player out.
But here's the thing, and this applies to all of us. Mike is the biggest, like, strategic target. As soon as we take him out, it could be any of us. Right. That now the target is. So Mike needs to go, but not yet. Okay. I think it might be easier to get the number. Right. And did you vote for me? No. Andy voted for me. Okay. So. Okay. All right. Because here's the thing. Nothing added up when he was talking to me. He says, so I think we need to stay in the 6 strong. I'm like, why? It's like, well, because the jury said, like, they might not be impressed by it, so we might as well stick with it. I'm like, why? Yeah. That makes no sense.
Makes no sense whatsoever.
So if that's fishy, he already lied to me about playing the idol. Sometimes.
Yeah, I definitely see that. So, like, obviously, like,
Matt said he wanted to work with you.
Yeah. He was pretty good vibe.
Slay.
I might split off.
Okay. Yeah, good idea.
You want to take Andy?
Sweet.
I'm like 90% sure that he voted for me.
I think so
because
too.
Nothing he said, when we were walking together, he's like, oh, I think we need to stay 6 strong. And I'm like, why?
Jess just told me it's you or Andy, and it's not Andy, in my opinion, on her end. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
From what I know is that she probably wouldn't want to go for him,
And Andy, like you said, is a big threat. So if he can come now, well, he doesn't have an idol.
Right. And he's just trying to tell me that, like, we need to stay strict strong because we committed to that in front of the jury, so we need to keep going with it. I said, okay, how does that make sense? And he tried to elaborate, and none of it made sense.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm like, sure, he voted for me.
Okay.
So that's what I want to do.
All right.
I'm feeling like Dan is our best bet to trust.
And
should
Delaney? Delaney's
Oh,
in?
yes. But I'm trying to figure out, should we attempt to, like, not rely on Dan, and should we...
Dan said he's down to do something to me, too.
He seems like he's ready to flip. I looked him right in his eyes, and
he doesn't want a boring game. He doesn't want a boring game, yeah.
So it was either Mike that voted for me, Andy, but after that, I'm almost certain it was
I think Mike, Andy, and Jess, from my point of view, are very close.
Yep.
And so I would love to just capitalize on Dan. We should probably split up now instead of talking about it more.
Okay.
Want to chat more?
Sure.
Cool. If he asks, just say, honestly, I'm, like, if anything, people are saying they're, like, telling us right before or something. I feel like...
Andy asked?
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll ask me.
Probably won't ask me anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if he hasn't really talked to me much.
He's not much of a talker, and I think he feels not comfortable, but secure.
And they're sure he doesn't even have an idol.
They might have it between the 3, but they don't know which one we're going for, and we just voted for Jess. Also, we're not going to get ricocheted.
Right.
So I don't care.
I'm going with Andy.
Yeah.
Right, but we're about to lose.
What, keep rolling wrong? Oh no, that makes us such a threat.
Yeah.
Either something gets played and Will goes home.
That would suck.
That would suck,
I
but
think I
then
can
there's
trust
nothing
him.
else in
I think we can trust him.
That's keep him the fuck out.
Yeah. He seems like he wants to work with us.
He's
so.
self-destructing a little bit, and I'd rather him not. I'd rather him have a successful vote and then feel good next round.
Yeah. You know, it's less numbers for us.
As long as we keep looking not threatening.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll pretend to puke.
Maybe we can keep sliding in. Be under the radar.
Yeah. I also want them to think we might play something right now, which is why we're chatting.
I'm just worried that Dan's probably going to tell Jess that we're thinking Andy.
Let's see if they are. Let's see if they are. Let's see if she shakes her head no. I don't think she'll do this to the end. No. Well, I don't know. I think maybe. I think we get Will out and then take out. I think we need to get Will out. Will in this chaos. I think so. I kind of have a slightly, but like, we're both like on the same page.
Yeah, they need to be in a row.
I
So like make sure
kind of have a slightly different way.
but not including.
I think I might have the momentum from both Will and the 2 greens to vote Andy. I don't like we like Andy a lot. Like, everyone's gonna vote for him to win in the end. what we actually have going right now is potentially a 5 of me, Will, Delaney, Mary Ellen, and Dan. But unfortunately, Dan didn't want to sever a connection and mentioned who we originally wanted to Jess. So did you hear? Say it again? Did you hear? Yeah, that you're helping us. And now you're with us. It's like, but yeah, I would love that. And they recognize it. But I'm just kind of telling people I don't know what's going on. And they're kind of like flowing stuff up my ass. So I'm just going to keep that up. Okay. And is the vote still? That's what I was told. I'm not specifically. Last I talked, that's where it was going. Okay. Are we nervous about that not working? The only reason I tried to Jeff, it's just because, like, you know, I see her as somebody that could be solid to work with. Yeah. She seemed a little wary. I agree. And so she wishes to do it well. And we could go either way. Either way, it's like you guys save. Yeah. Like, which one are you more comfortable? I mean, I just voted for Jess, and I tried, like, he tried to steal from Andy, so I can't say I'm not wanting to be with the person I was just on a tribe with instead. Right. But I also recognize that, like, I know Will says that he wants to work with me, and I agree with that, but I don't know if that's, like, he's the person I want to go to the end with or anything. Yeah. But I'm just trying to, like, strap for connections right now, and I felt really good about the chat we had. It was kind of poised to me that Will and Andy will be in trouble, but Mary Ellen is also getting votes. And so I'm just trying to focus on getting Dan to pick somebody else besides Andy or Will to go for, because it can be his choice if it means he actually gets the vote off for us. I'm a little nervous about Andy winning more immunities, but I also recognize that if he leaves, then Will might. I think Will's a little easier to beat and stuff. That's true. So, is there any other name you would rather do besides those two? Because it doesn't even have to be those two. The group would probably let you pick if we're voting together, you know? But Will didn't seem to want to go for that. What if we tell him he's in trouble? He mentioned Mike, but Mike is really close with Will, in Will's mind, but not in Mike's mind.
I feel like I don't want to move forward only in numbers.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm the swing vote.
You're the swing vote.
Well, I assume you're talking about the 4 of 2 green, you will.
Yeah.
And me.
Yeah. I was thinking.
Yeah.
I feel like Will.
Okay.
I'm not, like, totally set on them. I just know it because his name is said.
Oh, because it came up.
I didn't write his name. I don't know. I don't know his name. I don't know. I fucking hate saying his name. I just like. I think if we made a move.
Oh, I agree.
And I don't know what you have.
No. I think the easy move would be Grindel. But I'm not necessarily sold on the easy move.
I'm not either. I want to talk to, like, Andy and Jess and, like, see what their thoughts are. I don't want to chat with you. I'm not sold on either. I was just like, Dan is the person I've talked to the least.
Yeah. No, yeah.
And
he's kind of a little old.
Yeah, and Will, that is the only thing. Yeah.
Is it one of the
Those two votes.
Yeah.
But you talk to Andy and Jess.
No.
Sure.
Oh, the will? Yeah. Delaney wants to vote Will now because of it.
We should.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's keep
That's what I was
talking.
doing. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I was 100% that way. Oh, thank God. And I'm like, need that Justin. So, still gonna get out of individual immunity.
I know.
Another check off my list.
always has something sensitive. You know, the second he gets spooked, he's gonna pull it. We don't want him to get spooked. Well, he's spooked. He's already spooked. But he already played the shot in the dark. That's true.
What are you thinking?
How do you feel about saying dance?
I feel like, I don't know, yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
Sorry, am I intruding?
No, you're good. Good. How are you feeling?
I'm not quite sure. What about you?
Do we know who voted for Will?
No, that's what I'm trying. That's what I don't know. That's what I don't know.
And it was 9 votes. Like not an
It's
extra
9 votes. It was 3. No, yeah, it was 9 votes. It was 3 on Jess, 1 on Will.
3-5-1, yeah.
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 Yeah. So I don't know.
And like Will still doesn't know either.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because he was just asking me. So, yeah, I don't know.
Do you feel like it's the best? Do you want to just go greens? Vote green.
Vote green? Yeah. Because it's like...
It really is. It's not the most exciting, but...
I know. Yeah.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
So...
We could always split, too.
Yeah, do you want to?
We could always split.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you doing?
As good as I can. I think like we were just thinking maybe a vote split.
Yeah. We can totally do that.
Yeah.
So, how should we do it then?
Is that...
I think who I'd like to work the longest with would be Jessica. I also wouldn't mind taking Matt to the end too. We formed a pretty good bond, and I think we would both have a pretty fair chance of winning at the end. Hey, good looking.
Hey, I know, isn't it beautiful?
Awesome.
Like princess.
Right? I feel like we just march on,
Right? March on.
Going.
And 2, 3, 3.
Well, who do you two feel like?
Who are you feeling? I know they both deserve to be here,
I know.
but here we are.
I know.
Mary Ellen's
Yeah, she is.
I'll vote Mary Ellen. So Mary because I feel like we have a better chance of beating them. Right?
Yeah.
Especially like random.
I mean, that's been more open.
Okay, so are we going all...
Do we want it? We could 3-3 split.
Why not?
Yeah, but I'm sorry, but I don't want to see any more advantages to you.
Okay, so we're just going all in.
I feel pretty good about it.
We haven't had a chance to talk. Can we talk a little bit? Sure.
Yeah, we can pair up.
We're not doing it. I'm almost certain Andy voted for me.
Okay.
Nothing he said made sense. When I was walking with him, he was like, so I think we should say 6 draw. And I'm like, why? Because like his literal version was like, well, because we made that case in front of the jury, and so we should just commit to it. And I'm like, what is that? So like you're telling me we shouldn't do anything about it?
Right.
He's like, yeah, we should just stick with it. I'm like, okay. So then I was just like, then what's the plan for you, me, and Delaney? Like once we get to 6, what's our plan there? It's like, we'll probably like squeak out a vote for like Dan. I'm just like, okay. And then I just switched the topic to like, who are we voting from the 2? It doesn't add up. And when I looked Dan in the eyes, he super confident was like, I did not vote for you. And on top of that, Matt told me that Dan has been wanting to flip.
Oh, okay.
And Andy lied to us about the idol.
Right. Oh, I was wondering, I was going to ask you.
The narrative is being controlled. For all we know, maybe Andy didn't play the idol and it was handed off to Mike.
Right. So you think Mike could have the idol?
I don't know, it doesn't matter because we're not going to vote for him. Go for Andy because he's the challenge threat.
You just trying to talk to me. really getting her anything.
She wants to make me well.
Okay.
Which shocked me. When she told me, she's like, I want to make a big move and I want to do it on Will.
What do you think about that?
I'm down.
I'm hoping we're not just getting big move-itis, where we're just doing big moves to impress the jury.
Why not?
Yeah, they need to be in a row. So it like makes one long thing.
Yeah.
But not including the green one.
Right. And we let it be Justin.
Yeah.
I mean, I will do what you want to do.
Who do we have?
This Jess seems on board too. I was supposed to talk to her and she was supposed to talk to you. Because we wanted the four of us to be on the same page. I mean, Dan would do it. Dan's definitely gonna do it.
I don't want to sound kind of okay here.
No, seriously. That's why Delaney pulled you. Because I was supposed to talk to Jess and she was supposed to talk to you.
Because she kind of sort of, like, I thought she was about to vote Dan, but I'm not sure. I don't care how I get to the end. As long as I get there, I feel like I'm going to have a case. Whereas other people, I feel like, really want to be impressing the jury. I feel like, for me, this isn't the time, but also working within the numbers is the safest for me. Having as many, fingers in as many pies as I can is, how I'm going to keep moving forward.
Sounds like mine is being thrown out a little bit.
It is. Yeah. So Dan is working with us.
Oh, thank God.
He can't decide if he wants Will or Andy out, but he's working with us, so he'll be part of the vote. Here's the thing. If we don't work with him to get Andy out, he will get Will out right now. But I want Andy out.
I do too.
And then I just said, it doesn't have to be either of those names just because you've heard those. Do you want somebody out? Because we'll let you pick. And he said, Mike. You're in trouble potentially, so what do you think? I want you to have say of what kind of goes down.
So I probably should use my shot in the dark?
Shot in the dark, I feel, gets misused because it's more important to have your vote.
Right,
than
that's true.
A 1 in 8 shot would be what it is right now, which is only 12.5%.
Yeah.
And Pokemon statistics would say you're not going to land that burn.
Right. Yeah. I wonder if I should talk to Jess. Have you had a chance to talk to Jess?
I talked to Jess right at the beginning, and she said Andy or Will, and I said whichever.
Okay. I'll see if I can talk to her for a minute.
You should.
Smooth things over about the last vote.
You had that zone face going on that you had with the discs.
like you have the zone face.
Same thing.
I was so scared.
But I don't know how you guys were able to move into that.
So, yeah, I wanted to make you over the last vote because obviously people which voted for you. And I don't want you to take it personally. We had no idea who to vote for, so I kind of went with my other two. It was nothing against you personally. We never really had a chance to talk.
Right.
I thought someone was behind us. So, yeah, I just wanted to let you know. I don't want you to be mad or anything.
Matt mentioned the same thing, and I feel, and no hard feelings.
Yeah.
And that was like Justin's last effort.
And I knew everybody was gunning for him.
So yeah, it makes sense.
Okay.
But I think we're going to move towards.
How many votes would that be?
I think it's going to be. Have you talked to Matt?
Well, he did say that you guys are thinking about Will, but he didn't really say anything quite definite. So.
Yeah.
So I said, I'll go talk to her. Because I'm hearing so many names, it's like, oh my God.
I think we're pretty solid on Will. I think it's like a solid 4,
okay.
And that's really all we need.
Okay.
I think, I got, really good conversation in with Matt, and, and Will, and, Mary Ellen, and so, an okay conversation with, and I'm thinking, I'm never gonna win if I just go to the end with people that were from my original tribe, so I think around now, I should start figuring out something for myself, and something that will propel me forward.
Do you think any of us three? Jazz?
No, I think we got Dan. And I'm as good as we can. Because I think the other 3 are in on it. We can't leak the plan to them.
Okay, so, yeah, that's what I'm going
There's
for.
just so much fishy stuff. Dan seems, you tell me, he seems legit.
Yeah.
And Andy Andy's narrative was just not adding up at all.
Okay, that's what I'm going for. Thank you. That's the name that I'm written down. Are you okay with that, Delaney? Yeah. I don't know. It's really tricky. It's really tricky. They all are playing their own game and they're really good at it.
But do you trust him? Yeah. I just haven't talked to him that much. I was on a team with Will, so I feel like he has my back.
Yeah, my name's out there. I'm pretty sure Andy lied to me, which is pretty crazy. There's a lot of shenanigans going on. And I'm the one not talking to anyone.
It'll be 3 on Mary Ellen, 3 on Matt. If they play an idol or some wonky, crazy crap, it'll be 2 votes on somebody. We know where they came from.
Exactly.
I'm hot and dying.
Yeah, I feel like the nerves are real.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. I think it's going to be a big move.
Yeah.
And it'll still shake the green people because they won't know what the I didn't.
If we
Well, that's why we're not splitting it.
I thought you just had the worst of it.
I have to tell them that.
Okay.
But we're going for Andy.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I have to tell them that.
Okay. No, I know. That makes sense. Sorry. I feel offended. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I haven't talked to him yet.
Okay, yeah. So I was like, I don't know.
No, that's okay.
Got something in your eye right there? No, like, there you go. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, cool.
The jury wants to see big
We're
moves,
the last 2 from our tribe.
you know, and yeah. Because if I'm on the jury, yeah, I'm going to be like,
This is why I wanted
what
Justin
you
here at
did for a big
Merge.
move. to
Yeah,
get
I
you
wanted
here.
Justin here at Merge because he got picked off instead of us.
That's what I like watching. You know?
And now we get to hopefully be a part of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, people need us.
Yeah.
We're not 1 vote, we're 2 votes.
Right, and that's what I kept telling them. I
And
said,
God forbid we get to
"We're
Final 4 and they
together."
vote one of us out, then the other cheers for the other.
Right, exactly.
So,
Yeah, no hard feelings.
I told Dan to go tell Will that we should do Mike because I think Mike and Andy and Jess are very close. And I think Dan wants Jess, but she's not dumb.
Here we go. The game starts. Hard time. What's up? The game starts. Yeah, it just gets more and more complicated each round. I feel like I'm not cut out for getting past the merge. Like team challenges, I know, all day. Great. I know. Now, like, yeah.
Freak.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Not again. Right? Yeah.
Oh, that would have been
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, it's a good thing I'm an idiot.
All right, come on in. All right, and now we'll have the jury come in. Trisha, Stephanie, and Justin voted out at the last final. Okay, we're gonna start by just opening it up. Is there anything anybody wants to say or start off by talking about?
That was a super fun challenge.
Carlton made it.
Oh, thank you, Carlton. Yeah, despite the failure, it was super fun. Yeah. There was a lot of failure. There was a lot of failure there.
That's for sure.
That was not our longest challenge to date.
2 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, record.
So Jess, how does it feel to be safe after that challenge?
Amazing. I feel amazing wearing this, and I love that I'm wearing this. first tribal today that I'm like,
Will, how do you feel about getting votes cast against you last tribal council?
Oh, scary as hell. I mean, especially when I don't know where it came from. Like, there's not much I can do, like, to do about it. Like, it just is what it is at this point, and I'm just pushing on, you know?
What about you, Jess?
oh, that was scary. I wasn't sure if I was expecting votes, but I definitely wasn't hoping to see 3 of them.
Mary Ellen and Matt, how are you feeling being the only 2 left from your original tribe?
So good.
No.
Terrible.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel pretty vulnerable here. I
Yeah.
feel like I'm on the chopping block for sure.
I feel so sorry for that.
I mean, I think I've heard my name's been thrown around, so yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I don't feel good. I feel like I'm having trouble like using the time we have for communication to like successfully communicate. I think I'm just like I don't have a grasp on like the groove yet, which I'd love to grasp that groove. So hopefully I do soon. I don't know. I'm autistic, and I think that really affects the way I just like chat with people because I don't really know like I don't know. I always feel like I'm just like not like them, but like not in a bad way. I'm just like damn. It's like stuff like this. I'm like I'm very different than some people.
As we're getting down in numbers, is it more important to make a name for yourself or build that resume so that you can talk to the jury at the end? Anybody?
Yeah, definitely. The game. I feel like the game starts switching up where you want to keep numbers, but also make good plays and get your name out there. I feel like now, well, maybe it started beforehand, but I feel like now is really when that balancing act starts.
Anybody else? Dan or Mike, you haven't really talked. Andy, you haven't really talked yet.
Yeah, I think, I mean, like, the jury's looking for moves. They're looking for things that we've done as a final 3, if we get to the end, that we've done in the game that can show where our game went and what challenges we overcame and what moves we made that put us where we were. So big moves are important, but also, logical moves to get you to that end as well.
Has there been any talk lately about idols or advantages?
I mean, how could there not be? I mean, like, there's been like probably like
one played every
5 rounds in a row where one came out, something like that, maybe more. So it's like, how can you not take that into account?
All right, is there anything else that anybody wants to talk about before we go vote? Is anybody feeling vulnerable? So everybody except for Jess?
Yeah. If you don't have the necklace, you're vulnerable.
All right, last chance. Y'all ready to vote? Okay, Andy, you're up.
Well, here we are again. I feel like every time, I guess. I feel like with each vote, I'm losing more and more agency in the game. Not my plan. Still wanted to kind of keep threats in, but again, just following the numbers. I am starting to worry about the game I'm playing and whether a jury will respect it. But at the end of the day, I really just want to get there. So if people are ready to start cutting people, knowing who those people are is good. Sorry, buddy.
Look for our eyeballs.
check. Is this supposed to be? I'm feeling very excited right now. I'm feeling good vibes. And plan to vote Andy, but because I know he's lying to me. But I'm just hoping that my numbers stay strong.
Okay, I'll go tally the votes. All right, if anybody would like to play an idol or an advantage, now would be the time to do so.
The looks on your faces. You do have something though. Shot in the dark.
Not safe. So any votes cast for will still count. Anybody else? Okay. I'll read the votes. First vote, Will. Will. That's 3 votes, Will. Will. 4 votes, Will. And the 9th member voted out of Surviving Maine 2022, and the 4th member of our jury, Will. All right. The tribe has spoken.
So they have.
Come on, guys.
I'll take this. You can go this way.
Oh.
Good job, I will.
All right, you can grab your stuff and head to your mat.
Can I get water?
Oh man, it's too much to process right now, but basically everyone voted for me. You know, I thought I made some really good connections that I can count on. And I kind of did. I mean, one of them panned out with Matt giving me his shot in the dark at the last second. That was amazing.
Fortunately, I have people that do actually like me. And I'm playing shot in the dark.
Sorry. But I don't know. It's I just feel like whatever happened, people were believing someone else's lies, and I don't feel like I wasn't the one lying or being dirty, and I don't know. Anyways, I gotta talk about it. I had a great time. Had a blast. I feel like I had a lot of really great moments. Got them at the end with the fake idol. Not really, but I had to make one final scene knowing that I was going home, and it was just left up to fate with the shot in the dark.
Will, I love you, but you're a chaos maker and I can't control chaos.
Voting for you, Will, because I did a hanky vote last time, and because I think this is gonna prove to the jury that I'm playing this game and I'm playing it hard. I'm hoping to win it. Sorry, Will. Good luck.
Well, this is in some ways a long time coming, but honestly, a couple minutes before Tribal, I'm not sure I really was willing to do this, but it happens.
This vote is for Will. This was a last-minute decision, and I feel truly bad, but I'm going to go with my alliance.
I have no autonomy right now, and this sucks because I would love to get to the end of this game with you.
Sorry. Well, oh.
It's kind of frustrating to like know that like something was up and like not be able to do much about it. Like I feel like that wasn't doing anything illogical. I don't know what the reasons are. I won't know for a while. I'm not gonna like ponder on it, but I would love to see Matt go to the end. And yeah, I mean, I had a blast. Challenges were amazing. Yeah, it was a good time.
You probably don't want to, but do you want to just... Do you think it was because you were a big threat?
I mean, probably. I'm sure that's part of it, but, you know, I just feel like, you know, like, it's a game. I know it's a game, and I'm, like, really emotional, more than I want to be, because, like, you know, when it's all, like, on landing, it's just, like, a lot is coming out, so I apologize, but, you know, I feel like this game, I specifically put a lot, like, of myself in, like, my real self, and, it sucks to, like, I don't know, not get as much back, you know, but yeah, I'm sure it was a threat. They're only voting out threats right now, so that's cool, but, and I'm honestly super proud of how far I came, and I did so much, but I think the part that I'm bothered by is not the fact that I made it to the end, it's just how it happened. It just kind of put me off a little bit, so.
That it was unanimous?
It was unanimous, and then just, you know, like people look at me like trying to be genuine and lying to me, and most of the time like knowing, you know, and still feeling hurt about that, but then also like the ones that I thought would have my back despite the people that were lying to me didn't, so yeah.